Hey, Ange.
Hey Les,
Welcome to Black Boomer Besties from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. We're the channel for women who grew up during a time when there were tons of rules around how to live a good life. We want to give them permission to live authentically and to have joy and to have it abundantly.
So, if that sounds like we're talking to you, I'd love for you to press subscribe and like us and tell your
Awesome.
friends.
Yeah. So today we're going to be talking about this video that I saw, and of course I shared it with Les. It's by Dr. Rangan Chatterjee, and it's called Stay Young Forever. A 102-year-old shares the life lessons everyone learns too late. Her name is
Mm,
Gladys McGarey. And it
hmm
was really interesting to me because I was thinking about things like, would I ever want to be young again? What is the point of
mm,
having a long life if it's not an enjoyable life?
hmm
What is best life? What does that really mean? Because she's
Yeah.
definitely at 102 living her
102
best life,
years old.
102 years old. And she wrote a book when she was 90 years old. So all
Her
of this
first
talk,
book.
her first book, her at 90, okay? And so I thought let's talk about these things, and see what you thought about it. So
hmm
let me ask the question.
Okay.
Let me ask you, would you want to be young again?
Is this a rated G show? Oh, heck no.
Heck no. Same,
First of
same,
all,
same, same.
if if Dr. McGarey is just writing her book at age, her first book, first of many at age 90, there's still time for me yet.
Yes, there is. There's lots
It
of time.
ain't too
But
late.
why wouldn't you want to be young again? Why? I mean, our
I
youth was fun. By the way, we've been
oh
best friends since we were 15 years old. So
mhm,
it's been a long time. 1977. You can do the math to see how old we are. And we're not
mhm.
ashamed of our age. We're
No, no.
61. We're both 61.
And
Um,
62 in 3 days, two
Oh,
days
yes, Leslie has a
soon.
birthday
So
coming up.
whoop, whoop.
Anyway, but we had a fun time when we were young. Why wouldn't you want to be young again?
Because over the years, I gotta say, I know this sounds so cliche, but I've gained so much wisdom.
Yeah, that's the word.
I'm a wiser me. I'm
Yes,
certainly a more compassionate me, a
yes.
less selfish me, a more altruistic me.
Mm,
And
mm-hmm.
I really don't think I came into myself until I was in my 40s, actually.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
totally,
I kind of laugh
totally.
at the younger people, and I say in their 20s, oh, you have so much time. When they get to their 30s, oh, you don't even know yourself yet.
Right,
You
right.
know,
Yeah,
by
yeah.
by age 40, you become so, you look at me, it's like a stirring a pot, so seasoned.
So
And it's
seasoned.
yeah. So no, I would not want to be
Yeah,
younger. And no.
I agree.
What about you?
Me either. I am totally embracing my status as wise elder.
Mm,
And I'm going to take this into the next couple of decades if God blesses me to live that long.
yeah.
And it feels good. It feels good to be able to say that I have information, I have lived experience that I can help others with and feel
hmm
courageous enough to share it with them. And obviously, I couldn't do that at 25. Could not,
Yeah,
would not.
because you did not have that boldness
Yes,
that you
yes.
have. I would say my 20s was marked by so much uncertainty and doubt.
Right. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even, in a way, I don't even recognize myself as the person I was then. The choices I make, who I would be friends with, what I thought was important. I don't have the wisdom of what parenting has taught me. I mean, my children have
Oh,
really made me a better person,
it
and I
does.
had my children, my first in my 30s. So
Mm-hmm.
I needed to be an older parent, and they have taught me
Yeah.
so much through the years. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yep.
It baffles me when people like, say, I wish I was young again or whatever, and I just
Right.
think if they've had any of the life experiences that I've had, I acquired them a lot later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm good with all the wrinkles. I'm good with how I feel about my body. I'm much more in a body positive space than I've ever been.
Mm.
And things are sagging here or there, but I like it because I got them honestly. I got all my sags. I got all my sags honestly. And yeah, I'm really comfortable with. Okay, so I just thought of this.
Go ahead.
What about what is it that in the future, what is it that your future self is going to be happy about? What is it that your future self is going
Mm-hmm.
to say, I'm so glad you did that?
Oh,
Good one. Is it too
a
tough?
couple of things. No,
Yeah.
no. You want me to
Okay.
answer first?
Yeah, you go.
Well, there's two things. I'm glad that I married later in life.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of big.
Right.
Um, and I've been married over 20 years now, but I was a late um bride, I'll say. So I was able to
Okay. But let me,
appreciate
so
relationships
this is you.
first.
Think of yourself,
Yeah, go ahead.
but think of yourself a year from now,
Okay.
not what you would say. So you're living a year from now
Mm-hmm.
and you're looking back at your current self
Okay.
and you're saying, man, I'm so glad that.
Can I stay with
What
the
would you
same
think about?
theme?
You, sure, sure. As long as you know this is gonna be out there for the
That
world.
I didn't marry those first couple of duds. Woo, Les, you dodged
Whew,
that bullet.
you dodged the bullet. You dodged the bullet. Well, let me tell you, some of the things that
But
I think about my
yeah.
future self is thank you for making better choices about what you ate because I've started to eat in a much more healthy way.
Mm.
It's going to say, thank you for getting back into exercising. I really like having a strong body. I like being able to run from terminal A to terminal C in the
Sure.
airport and not
Yeah.
be all, like
Yeah.
having a
Winded.
not only winded but having like a Charlie horse in the back of my thigh. You know what I mean? I mean, like
Yeah.
that's what's happening now, and that's something that I'm going to do something about. So my future self is going to thank me for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just being more intentional about spending time with the people that I love and making time
Mm.
for them. My future self is really going to thank me for that. Yeah, for sure. For
I
sure.
like the fact what you were saying about setting yourself up for a healthier lifestyle.
Yeah, yeah,
Because whereas we certainly didn't need those types of restrictions or that type of those regimens when we were in our 20s and 30s,
right,
but
right.
certainly as we get older, and not even
Yeah,
now as we're in our early 60s, but our 70-year-old
yeah,
self will
yeah,
be happy that I took off a few more pounds
yeah,
or that I started eating more healthfully for the future me. It might not, my knees are not so bad now, but later on when the arthritis is more prominent and what have
right,
you.
right,
So, yeah,
right.
so absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
a lot of people, I think, they want to live long, right? They want to have a long
Mm-hmm.
life. But I think about, well, what are you doing to make that time enjoyable? What are you doing to avoid
Mm.
getting sick? What are you doing so that, if you fall, you can fall without injuring yourself, without
Mm-hmm.
breaking a hip? Like, what are you doing to make the time that we have? What are you doing to bring more joy into your life, right? What's the point
Ah,
in like, yeah, like what are those decisions? Remember I was telling you the other day, if you make no changes, the person that you will be a year from now, 10 years from now, will be just like how you are now. You wouldn't have
mm,
learned anything new.
mm-hmm.
You wouldn't be any healthier than you are. If you're good with exactly how you are right now,
Do
then
nothing.
do nothing. You're good.
Do nothing.
You're
You
good.
good. You got this. You got
You got.
this.
But wait a minute. What about when your muscles start to atrophy if you don't
Sure, you're right
keep
about that.
using them?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
But you know what you speak about, and this, I don't know if you use the word longevity, but what you speak about is this thing that I've mentioned before on our podcast about
Hmm.
Health 2.0.
Yeah.
You know, we are now knowledgeable. It really started from Dr. Peter Attia's. He's a physician who talks about how do we set ourselves up now for
Hmm.
the future selves that we want to be. And it's not about
Okay.
putting money in the bank necessarily or
Right.
whatever, because
Right.
we all think about that in retirement.
Right. Right.
But can you adopt the lifestyle right now
Yeah.
in order to realize your goals 5, 10 years later?
Mm.
That
Mm-hmm.
means finding more
Mm-hmm.
joy in your life. You don't want to be a depressed um, octogenarian. You want to be
Right. No, that
surrounded with loved ones. You still got to,
exactly.
foster those relationships today.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right. That's
yeah.
right. I said something to someone the other day. I'm like, your future is like a second from now. It's like you don't like get up to like year or day 361 and say, okay,
Yeah,
tomorrow
yeah,
I'm going
yeah,
to be
yeah.
everything that I wanted to be a year from when I.
Mm.
It's a process.
And it's all
It's a
kind of like woo woo
process.
metaphysical. But
I,
yeah, if you think about it,
you know me.
the future is now. No, it's
Yeah,
now.
it's
No, it's right now.
exactly. It's like right now. But
Yeah.
when I started thinking about this, it immediately changed me, right? It immediately
Wow.
changed me. Like just in the choice, like, okay, what am I gonna drink? Is it gonna be water or is it gonna be a beer?
That's deep.
Both things are refreshing to me, and it's not like I stopped drinking beer, but
Mm-hmm.
I more often choose water now because I'm thinking about what is my future self going to thank me for.
Mm.
And it's going to be that your skin is amazing
Yeah.
because you made
Yeah.
those choices. So just having that little shift in perspective around your future self it's already changing me.
You just used a word that um, Dr. McGarvey, Gladys, the 102-year-old, and
Hmm.
she makes a point of saying, I'm 102 and a half.
Don't
And this
forget.
is a physician, she's a holistic physician who has a literally a 10-year plan.
Wow.
And
Wow.
you mentioned the word perspective, and that's what
Yes.
she said. She said that her
Hmm.
patients come to her and ask, what supplements can I take?
Oh,
What
wow.
multivitamins can I take? And
Right.
she says, in her 80 plus years of practice,
Damn.
she has not yet found any of those things.
Right.
What she has found is a change in her perspective
Oh my
and
gosh.
how
Yeah.
she views the world
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
longevity or
Yeah.
healthful living or good
Right.
relationships or
Right.
wellness.
Right.
Yeah.
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 That's what it takes. I I love her too because Gladys is my mom's name. So
I
I didn't
know.
even
Love
notice
that.
that when I saw it, but I'm like, I like what she has to say. And then when I saw her name, there's a
It's like,
little,
okay.
I don't know if you, there's a little dog right here at my feet on my
Oh,
blanket right
hi.
down here if
Hi,
you
Pooch.
if you hear Coco. So yeah, so anyway, you know that I have been on this journey of self-discovery and living my best life. And when I saw the video, I really it really just drew me in. And so I want to know, how are you living your best life? How are you living your best life? Can you leave us a comment below? We'll be sure to respond, and make sure that you like and subscribe, because you know that's how other people get to know about what we're doing over here. Our next video up is with Stephanie Perry, and she's going to be talking about living free and with ease. It's an incredible conversation. Please
Yeah.
watch that video
And you'll
coming
want
up
to catch it.
next. You will want to catch it. Thank you. Bye
All
bye
right.
now.
And thank you for subscribing to our channel. See you soon.